And just every day, you're here for at least 4 hours, doing stuff, and it was kind of a lot for a lot of us younger guys at first. But yeah, once you find a routine, though, you got to stick with it, and I think that can help everybody.
Those ups and downs. It seemed like when you left spring, there was so much spring game performance and all that. I don't know if you thought it's going to be easy for him.
Yeah,
it's going to go straight up.
Yeah, I didn't really think that, because. I'd say it's a lot different, going against, the competition we were going against. And, I was just trying to improve. I kind of try to block that noise out as much as possible and focus on getting better. And, I knew it wasn't going to be easy like that, but I just try to keep getting better and try to keep improving. And I think once I kind of got through that first little shaky part earlier in the year, that I really took off after that.
Was there a specific game or play or something where you were kind of like, okay, now I've got the feel of this now?
I don't really think it was like a specific game or play, but it was kind of just more so building on it, each and every practice, each and every game. I think right around the Maryland game, I played pretty well, and I think I graded out as a champion too. And after that, I just didn't look back, and I just kept giving it my all every day.
Playing a lot as a true freshman and now going through a full year of the offseason, how much do you think that's going to help you your sophomore year?
Yeah, I think it helps a lot. I think I came in, kind of, still developing into a man, and coming into my sophomore year, I feel like I've grown up a lot, and I feel like I'm a man now. And coming into my sophomore year, I'm just trying to, be the guy that people expect me to be, and just trying to be the best player I can for my teammates, and help us win in every possible way.
Yeah, I know winning is the most important thing, but what are some of your personal goals this year, Jack?
I can't really talk too much about that right now. I'm just focused on beating Notre Dame right now, and then obviously the team up north in November, Big Ten, and seeing where we can go after that.
What's different about the D-line this year? It seems like you guys got a nice fusion of young talent and veterans, and leadership as well. Just your overall thoughts on this D-line?
Yeah, this offseason emphasis was all on leadership. Coach Mick and Coach Day thought we lacked that a little bit last year, and so this offseason they've been drilling that into us and trying to make everybody a better leader. And I think it's kind of helped all of us get closer together as well. And our D-line, we've just been busting our asses in the offseason, so we're looking forward to being able to show the country who we are this year.
You're getting a little bashful about the individual goals. You used to, when you came in, you wouldn't hide what's some of the things that you want to accomplish here. I mean, is that sort of the maturity, I guess, or is that something?
Yeah, I'm just like I said, I just want to win a title real bad, and I just want to win. So that's kind of the stage I'm at in my life right now, and in my career here is just, we're all just so invested in each other that it's hard to talk about yourself, and the team's always the most important. So I'm just focused on, obviously being the best player I can be. If I do that, then the stuff will take care of itself. But the emphasis is on the team. We're trying to do something big here. We're not trying to, go 12-2 like we did last year. You know what I mean? So I'm just so focused on winning.
You said
Zach just kind of talked about the silver bullet mantra and how maybe it wasn't always there last year and trying to bring that back. Do you guys talk about that with this kind of revamped defense? Obviously,
yeah. We talk about that every day. And, we had a couple past players come and talk to us about it too. And, being a silver bullet, you can't take it for granted. I think last year maybe, we kind of just expected things to happen because it did earlier, years previously. We just expected to win. And I think kind of we got complacent a little bit, and that's why we slipped up a few times here and there, and almost slipped up in the Rose Bowl again. So I think this year we're just taking everything more seriously and really trying to lock in every little detail.
Which former players came and talked to you guys about that?
I honestly can't remember, but there was a video we watched, and there was a bunch of them talking, like a bunch of them from way back when it first started too. I can't really remember all of their names, but there's a lot of good players on there. And it's eye-opening hearing them talk about it. They get so passionate about it still to this day. And kind of kicked us in our ass a little bit, get us moving a little bit about it, So ever since then, we haven't really looked back from it.
This is something that they recorded for you guys, or something that was like in the past?
I think they might have had it for a few years, but they just showed us again. Honestly, I don't know. But like I said, though, it was a pretty cool video here to talk about how passionate they get and how serious, how much pride I still have in being a silver bullet to this day.
You said previously you wanted to be a player that people expected you to be. Who do people expect you to be?
I don't know. I mean, obviously there's a lot of things out there, but that's a tough question. I don't know if I want to answer that right now. I think you guys kind of know, what those expectations are. Obviously I see them all the time, but I try to stay focused, try to be the best player I can every day. I think that's helped me really take my game to the next level those last few months. So.
Coach Day mentioned on Tuesday that with Jim, it's not about winning a drill, it's about learning. What do
Yeah.
you think it is, without getting into specifics, that you learned so far from him and from the new staff?
I learned from him that he's really big into, if we're not doing it right and if we keep messing up over and over again, it's probably not our fault, it's probably his. And that's kind of a different thing, A lot of coaches, will drill into you that if you're not doing something right, it's probably your fault. But he said, if we're not learning it the right way, he might not be teaching it the right way. And so it's kind of just different things that Jim Knowles does that's really unorthodox kind of. And we all really love that here too. So just the way he teaches things and the way he goes about his work is, very unique, but also, very, very good. So.
Teron was going on and on about the vibes. I just love the vibes right now, man. It's solid right now.
Of Coach Knowles?
Yeah.
Yeah,
about
no.
everything about the new team, the new season.
Yeah.
Is that something that you feel? And if so, what is that energy like right now?
We're always, got the energy high. We're always in a good mood. Coach Knowles is dancing to music sometimes in the team room and whatnot. He's just making us have fun, and that's how we all love to play here. And like I said before, we got players that want to have fun and play, and play fast and without thinking. I think that's kind of what he's trying to instill in us, and so it's been a lot of fun so far.
When we talk to him, he kind of comes across like a mad scientist and pretty cool though. Like how would you
He's definitely, that's exactly who he is. He's a mad scientist when it comes to X and O's, but he's a really cool guy as well. He's really funny. He's a funny dude, but he's kind of got one of those dry sense of humors almost.
Yeah.
But we all love him, and he's a great guy. So.
How does the mad scientist part, how does it show itself? I mean, give us an example of what you're talking about.
You guys kind of saw. I saw a video of when he stood up and started showing you guys the tackle he was talking about. You guys all saw that?
Yeah.
Obviously, and he kind of just does that stuff a lot. He'll be explaining the defense, and he'll get up and get real into it. And it's just kind of funny sometimes. But no, I mean, it just shows you how much he loves his craft, how much he how much he thinks about it. It goes into it.
What's your honest opinion of Tyleik Williams and Mike Hall?
Tyleik Williams and Mike Hall. Yeah, they're all right. They're decent players. They've got a lot of work to do. But they've been, they've definitely taken the next step this year, and you can just see it in practice right now, man. These dudes are flying off the rock, and it's gonna be a fun year for those guys, definitely.
Can you feel that when the 3-tech and the nose are having a day?
Hell yeah!
I mean,
flush the quarterback out to his easy sacks. I hope they have a heyday every game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just rack up some easy sacks. But no, you definitely feel it when we're rushing. So like I said, it's fun when the inside guys are eating. It makes the outside guys' job a lot easier.
What's the potential with that, though? I mean, it's 4 sophomores. You and JT on the edge and the nose too in the interior. What's the potential of what that could look like?
I think the sky's the limit. You know what I mean? It could be something that no one's ever seen before, and we all truly believe that as well. And I think last year maybe we kind of got lost in the moment that we weren't really playing that much, and it kind of affected us a little bit. But we kind of just put our head down and went back to work. And this spring you kind of already see it already how the hard work's already paying off. And I'm just really excited to see these guys get a chance too.
You guys have a ton of talent on the D-line, but you also have a lot of depth. That really stands out when you look at the roster. Speak about the depth a little bit, Jack.
Oh, we got a ton of depth. I mean, guys like Jaden McKenzie was kind of banged up all year last year. He's looking great. Obviously, Teron and Jerron Cage, and the DM position, me, JT, Zach, Jacoby, Tyler Friday's back this year, Javante. I mean, kind of the list just kind of goes on and on. And I think that's gonna pay off for us really big later in the season when we need all these guys. You never know what can happen throughout the course of the year. And I just think it's great that we're really deep in all those positions.
About Tyler Friday, I mean, obviously that's nothing to come back, but how did he handle it last year from what you saw, and what can he bring to this team?
Yeah, he handled it like a grown man. Every day he was in here, positive attitude. I never saw him down, always supporting us, always trying to help us in any way he could. And just seeing him go through that and just be so positive with it, man, it was eye-opening for all of us. And he was always in here working, rehabbing. It was really good to see that, because it broke all of our hearts to see him get hurt like that.
You think when he got hurt, he kind of was down for a little bit, then got up and tried to act like nothing was too long.
Yeah, I actually wasn't in that group when it happened, but so I just heard about it later that day, and it was hurt my heart. Tyler Fry's a great guy, great older brother. So kind of just one of those things where it's like, damn, you know what I mean? But
You were talking before I got over here. Do you think Tyleik could play the Leo position?
I think Tyleik, we're looking at him at safety right now. He can cover a lot of ground, so we've thrown him back there a few times. I think teams across the country should look out for that, honestly. 'Cause
Yeah.
running back coming to third level like that, not
Yeah.
expecting to meet that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
But,
Talk about an eclipse.
uh-huh.
You personally, though, Jack, have y'all practiced that at all yet? I mean, I've seen you standing up. I know you got to ask this probably earlier. I just walked out, but are you intrigued by the Leo?
Yeah, I don't know what the Leo is. I don't know what you guys are talking about, honestly.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of a Leo. Have you guys heard of a Leo? I haven't.
Y'all need to read more.
I know, we do. We probably do. But
I
no,
mean,
it's
called the Jack, though, isn't it?
haven't done much with
Yeah.
it yet. So I honestly can't
We
really
just
give
seen a few drills
Yeah.
where you and Mitchell Melton are standing up, for example, and,
Yeah, I just can't really give you too much on that right
Yeah,
now. But,
okay.
So that's really all I can give you.
How's that truck going for you?
Truck's extremely nice. Real nice. Nice having all that room in it.
Hypothetically, wouldn't the Jack be a better name for it?
Potentially. I
mean,
mean,
you never
it
know.
depends. I think the Jack would be a cool name for it, but I don't know. Then again, like I said, we just haven't talked about it that much. You know what I mean? So
Hey, have you noticed that under the Knowles regime, for want of another term, how has Coach Johnson? Has anything changed about the way he's teaching, et cetera? I mean, how?
no, not really too much. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say
Yeah.
too much. Just kind of just teaching us the defense. You know what I mean? More so than changing a lot of stuff.
Because we saw Chase standing up, a few years ago.
Yeah,
and doing
yeah,
things.
I mean-
go ahead though. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, just he's just trying to teach us the techniques that Coach Knowles wants us to play, but it really, honestly, hadn't changed too much.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, so we're still doing the same techniques, and Coach Johnson's still Coach Johnson.
Yeah.
So
From your standpoint, I mean, you obviously had flash last year. When you look back at your freshman year, what do you think, and how much of a jump do you take this year?
I think I can take a huge jump this year. I'm planning on it, and I just think last year I was kind of a little inconsistent early in the year, and I kind of let it affect my play a little bit. And like I said, I feel like halfway through the year I kind of turned it on pretty well, and started progressing at a high level. And I'm just looking forward to this year to get a chance to go out there and show it.
Coach Johnson described you at one point last year as being a finesse player. When I asked you that, we didn't really take offense.
Yeah, no, I mean, I didn't take offense to it, because I know what he means. He means, I'm more of a pass rusher using my hands a lot instead of just bull rushing. And I'm trying to, been trying to instill in my game a little more of a long arm and, some more power moves and stuff like that, put some more size on if you guys can't see. So I'm trying to be able to do both.
How much bigger are you?
I'm a lot bigger. I came in at like 230 last year in the spring though, and now I'm weighing about like 265.
Is that where you want to stay pretty much? Is this your goal weight, 265?
Yeah, I don't really think I need to get any bigger until maybe this season. I might try to put another 5 on or something like that, but I feel good right now the way I am.
So if he describes you as a finesse player this year, will you take offense?
No, I don't think he's going to describe me as that this year. But no, I know he didn't mean it like that. You know what I mean? He wasn't trying to say I was a soft player or anything, obviously. But no, so I didn't take offense to it.
Jack.
So last year, inside guys had more sacks than outside. What do you think is going to happen this year?
I think it's going to be a big change. I think you got a couple freebies up the middle. Left unblock, couple freebies. Mike, you can't talk shit. You don't have a sack yet. So I don't want to hear from you.
He supports
we can
staff.
put a little friendly wager on it, Tyleek. What do you want to do? Huh?
Put 100?
No money. Just something funny we have to do. Let's have to do something.
Lock it.
Hey, sprints, extra sprints.
I'll text you.
I see you at the end of the season.
All right. That's on the record, by the way.
Yeah.
Hey, seriously,
One more wagers.
Tyleek early in the year last year running sprints was not his big deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How much have you just seen change about him? Just
I mean, his like when he came in, he was kind of sloppier, kind of
360,
soft looking. This year, I mean, he looked good at 315.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy to see his body change. You kind of can start seeing it, day in and day out with him because he was so big at one point. And I mean, he's freaky fast now. I mean, his 10 yards is ridiculous. He's got a real good first step. You guys obviously seen it on the field. He's real twitchy. So
Yeah.
just seeing him change his body was great. He feels better. He's moving better. So it's good to see him like that.
A guy like you, though, you watched the national championship game last year. You watched the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It reinforced, I think, in a lot of people's minds, don't sleep on defensive lines, right? I
Right.
mean,
Yeah, no,
how
exactly.
important they are. Have y'all talked about that too? I mean, I don't know because last year there were times when y'all weren't dominant.
Right. No, there definitely was, and I think we're starting to fit. We already fixed that now, and
Why do you know that?
I think because we can see it in practice. That today, we had a really good day, and I think kind of starting towards the end of the Rose Bowl too, you kind of started seeing quarterbacks, not being able to step up in the pocket like you're used to seeing Ohio State defensive lines do. Because obviously when you got a great defensive line, it's hard for a quarterback to get the ball out right. And we're working towards being one of those defensive lines all season, every snap this year. So I think you guys will see that.
And Coach Day talked about that at halftime. It's like a switch went on for you guys. Just
Kinda,
get out there and play.
it's funny. I was just talking to one of my old high school coaches about it. It was like team up north. It was kind of the same deal. We kind of got socked in the nose, and we didn't fight back. And then kind of in the Rose Bowl, you kind of could see it turn the other way. You know what I mean? And you saw what happened in the second half. I think they only scored like 10 points in the second half, and our offense obviously did what our offense usually does. And it was a completely different thing. And we saw it kind of switch, and we haven't looked back yet. And we're just going to keep trying to build on that.
Hey, Jack, what's your relationship like with Tyler Friday?
With Tyler Friday? Tyler Friday, he's kind of like he's wise beyond his years. You know what I mean? So he's kind of like a bigger brother to all of us. Kind of checks in on us, sees how we're doing. And so, I love Tyler Friday. That's why I was sad to see him get hurt last year. And, I'm happy to see him back and almost, feeling good. So, me and Tyler Friday got a great relationship.
Because it seems like you guys, whether it's with all the second-year players that have got a lot of experience, or the guys that may have been hurt, the veterans and things like that, it seems like you guys have a lot more experience than you might be able to see based on the roster, based on the years. How does that kind of change the mentality or kind of the approach to this defensive line room, knowing how much experience you guys have in there?
I think it's kind of going to help us all out. Having those older guys and having us young guys who got experience now, it's going to help the guys that are coming in behind us, and it's only going to help us all get better. And I think that we're trying to instill that in all of us day in and day out, and just give it all we got every day, and kind of just come around as a real tight unit. I think that's what we've been trying to do as well. We're all trying to hang out and get to know each other on a deeper level, and I think it's kind of helping us on the field as well.